What's up everyone, this is ScherBR talking, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be talking about Magia Legend Conquest day number 2. We just got plenty of new nodes, but to be honest, only 2 of them really matter. This node called Monster's World, Pillar of Sky. This one is a medium node. The first wave have 5 enemies, they can be random, but the second wave always has the same enemy, called Ninja, weak to Slash and Shadow. There are plenty of strategies where you can bring 3 trainees to increase the status. Then we have the boss stage, Venus, that unlocked recently. We have to deal damage, slash and heat, but she has too much HP. You have to bring your best characters here. There's no much space for improvement, so I don't suggest you farm here after it's done. Just reach 100% and then move on. So if there's no other stage to farm, just farm this one. Let's start with Pillar of Sky. For the first strategy, we bring Amazon Raid X with Saruin on the front line. You can do 8 PP for Destructive Blow, so that he uses AoE on the first wave, and then Sword of Saruin on the second. This deals more damage. And then you need Rick. It does not need to be Rick, it can also be xMas Urpina, she works well. And increasing Flame Frenzy to 16 and inheriting Mirage Blade. So I have an AoE first and then I have an alert later. But you can also run the normal setup if your weapons are too strong. And then you can bring 3 trainees on this formation. So, these enemies will have different weaknesses, but if your characters are strong enough, they will do what you need to kill them. Does not need combos or anything. Don't worry. Saruin has a lot of damage on this setup. Now the boss, the ninja. This one is super weak to Slash and Shadow. Sword of Saruin doing that much, and then have it on Earth. This boss has around 130,000 or something, we just overkilled it here. Now the second strategy is not exactly perfect, but since it brings 2 new styles that I am training the skills, I think it's a good idea. We are bringing the newest version of Leonid. He just opens with Rosen Waltz, and then I inherited Black Pearl. This is a very powerful attack, he just attacks 3 times because of his passive. And then we have here on the top Igomahl. She's gonna use her Wicked Rapture on the first wave, and then either the same attack again on the second, or Malicious Trick or Shadow Haze. So it's good to level her up. I need to level all of her skills, so this is a good way to train 3 other styles as well. Okay, so because Leonid is on the agility position, he will always follow after Igomahl. And she has a fast attack first, that means that you will be able to kill all these enemies. Sometimes this devil can survive, so one of your trainees may have to do damage, but also my characters are not fully max and trained. Maybe when they are, you would not need an extra help. Well, now we got even a combo, it's not needed. We overkill this enemy simply with Leonid. It can do as much as 110,000, so anything going for Igomahl will kill the enemy. And now another method is by bringing Magia fight formation. You have to bring a fast attacker with Slash in the front line, can be Rick or can also be xMas Urpina. It's gonna use Flame Frenzy, and then here in the back we have Bertrand with his Abaddon Hands inherited. You can just leave Abaddon Hands on 10 so that you have a powerful attack, Twilight Fall, to kill the enemy. This is stronger than just running Abaddon Hands twice. It may not be enough if your weapon is not so strong. And you can bring 3 trainees in the middle, just bring accessories that decrease their agility so they don't act before Bertrand. Okay, so Rick has a very powerful weapon in my possession, he almost kills all of the enemies. You may choose to also change him to Mirage Blade Plus, so that he does not one-shot all the enemies. In this case we got a combo, but it's not needed, sometimes it happens. This enemy doesn't seem so fast, even though it's called a ninja. Now we shall move to the Venus stage, and she has way too much HP. There are 2 ways to handle the situation: trying to one-shot her and do 1 turn or the closest thing, or bring trainees. But then you need a very specific squad to increase your damage output, so that you can finish in 2 turns. Well, I have Amazon Raid X with xMas Urpina in the front line, inheriting Crossbreak. Then I have the latest Platinum Madeleine with Inheritance of Luna Fulgur. And I also have young Gustave that buffs STR and use triple crushing. Harriet running Slash so that he has something better to use on turn 2. And then we have 2 trainees in the back, 2 characters that I want to level up, but they are not essentially strong. And here we go. Let's see how much damage we can do. I'm using weapons with at least 60-70% power. So my damage may be very high. At this point, we already did like 70% of the damage. Well, Venus can even paralyze our characters. This can affect performance, but still, even with Urpina, my biggest damage dealer, I still have enough damage with any of the remaining ones. Now for my second strategy, I am not trying to one-shot here, I'm trying to use different styles that I don't train as much. Like, I have Boston in the front line of a Hurricane formation because he gets 50% agility and then 50% STR. You can then bring Rapacian Scissor, the boss is weak to slash and heat, so it's gonna do a lot of damage. Then in the middle I have Wind Mages like Shendu, so 360 Delta and Woodstock. Then I have building number 2 with Inheritance of Trinity Blaster. Then I also have Ruby. I'm Fire Mage, that's also being trained, so I can level up Fire Hat. And in the back, we have Roufas. He's gonna use his Gun and Blade, it's gonna do a lot of damage. We are getting very close to one shot, but we don't, since these characters are not exactly the most powerful ones that you can use. If you wanna bring something like Ablation Dance from UDX Alnos, it's gonna be stronger. You can even do a turn 1, but it's not the idea behind this. Once again, the good thing about this formation is that it increases damage from martial artists easily on the front line, and also dexterity users in the back. So the middle row will be formed by mages, and we sometimes don't use them as much since they lack a very easy to use formation. Here, you can train all of these characters that you stopped using. Like, I hardly use Boston on farming unless the enemies are fully weak to blunt. We get pretty close of one-shotting. If I was not using Shendu, using a better mage, this would be possible. But he also deserves some time to train. And this was the last strategy. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you want support the channel, there are links in the description of the video. I hope to see you soon in the next one. Bye.